Not feeling it is the best feeling that you could possibly have. Not feeling like doing something is the greatest possible feeling that someone can have, right? What do I mean by this? I want to connect it to loving those who hate you, right? The Bible tells us, what credit is it to you if you were to love someone who loves you back, right? Don't even thieves do that. Don't even tax collectors do that. Don't even murderers do that. It's easy to do right to people who have done you right. It's easy to love those who love you, right? But what about those who hate you? That is where the credit is due. When you can love someone who hates you, that is when it truly matters. And in the same way, the same context, when you don't feel like it, view it as a person who hates you, right? View it as someone who is against you. View it as someone who is opposed to you when you don't feel like it, right? But when you do it anyway, it's like you love it, right? It's the love that you show in spite of the feeling. Right, but I want to make this connection to show that what credit is it to you if you were to do something that you felt like doing, right? So the best feeling that you could possibly have to level up your discipline specifically and live your life in obedience to God is to do the thing when you don't feel like doing it, right? And so that detaches yourself emotionally when you're able to get into that state of making it a habit to act against your feelings, right? To do the thing in spite of feeling this way. Because imagine living a life where you are always giving into your feelings, right? Imagine what the world would look like if people were following their feelings. The reason why things crumble is because people fail to do what they know they should. So not feeling like doing something is actually the best opportunity that you could have to work against it and grow through it. Because when you do grow through it, you are signaling to your brain, it doesn't matter how I feel, I'm going to do it anyway. And that's actually an expression of self-love. Because what credit is it to you if you were to love someone who loves you, if you were to do the work when you feel like it, right? I mean, it's a great thing to love those who love you, don't get me wrong, but the bigger reward comes from doing the thing when you don't feel like it, loving those who hate you, right? And when you can make this connection and kind of see what this truly means, that's when you can truly be consistent in who you are as an individual. Because the thing is, yesterday night, right, I read a book, it's called The One Thing, and what I got from it is thinking big, right? Setting my goals a lot higher, being super ambitious. I was super excited before going to bed, right? When you're about to go to bed, you have all these thoughts, you have all these visions, right? The goals that you want to achieve, and you're super, super excited, right? And then you go to sleep, you sleep on it, you wake up the next morning, and it's like all of a sudden you don't feel like doing anything, right? You wake up the next morning and all of a sudden you want to lay in your bed and just be comfortable. But that is where the true test lies. When your head hits the pillow and you wake up the next morning, would you rather stay in bed, or would you rather get up and act against the feeling and love those who hate you and do it when you don't feel like it? That is what's going to produce real, true results in your life. These negative thoughts, right? These negative thoughts that people label not feeling it, it could actually be used for your good, right? Because God will use everything for the good of those who love him, right? Even your negative thoughts can be used for your good if you act against it, hold it captive, and make it obedience to Christ. And so, specifically in the instances where you don't feel like it, it is the best feeling to have, because when you do act against it, you are growing in real time and being shaped and molded into the man that God has put you on this earth to be. It's a beautiful thing to do the right thing when all the right things are happening. It's a beautiful thing to love those who love you. It's a beautiful thing to do the work when you feel like it. But how much more when you do what is right, when it is difficult, when you pray for those who persecute you, when you love those who hate you, when you do the activities necessary, regardless of if you feel like it or not. And so God is calling you to be consistent in who you are. It's a beautiful thing to feel like it, but it's also a beautiful thing not to feel like it. Even better to not feel like it. Because if you do it, that's where it truly counts. So, hope this helped.